Hello, everyone. Good evening. You're welcome to today's live webinar. So while we wait for others to come in, um, let's just hold on. We have about 2 minutes to go. Welcome, welcome. If you're excited to be here, please can I see a love emoji in the comment section if you're excited to be here tonight. You're welcome, Mr. Ahmed. It's good to have you on this live. So welcome everyone. Good evening, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about the one big mistake that a lot of diabetic people have been making or have been doing that is actually keeping their blood sugar level unstable, and how to fix it naturally. If you can hear me, please say yes in the comment section. Let me be sure that you can hear me. Please type yes in the comment section if you can hear me. Please type yes in the comment section if you can hear me. All right, thank you. So you're welcome, Nifesimi. All right, so I want to quickly share my screen so we can get started immediately. Okay, so if you can see my screen, please type yes in the comment section if you can see my screen. Please type yes in my screen. All right, thank you. So good evening, everyone. It's so good to have you here once again. For those of you who are meeting me for the very first time, my name is OKORO ADAKU. I am a cell biologist, a geneticist. I am a nutritionist, and I am also a diabetes reversal. Also use this opportunity to give a big shout out to those who have been on my wait list for the past 1 to 2 weeks. You guys are the real MVP. I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for your time. And I want to assure you that you're going to learn, you're going to go home tonight after this webinar with a lot of information, something you didn't know before, something that would benefit, every one of you. All right, so these are the things that I want you to expect tonight in this webinar. I want you to learn and also to know the number one mistake has been keeping your blood sugar high and how you can fix it, okay? And I'm also going to be sharing with you something that is practical, something that is science-backed, and these are strategies that you can use starting from tonight. You can start implementing these strategies to help you lower your blood sugar level naturally. And then I have an exclusive gift for those who will stay till the end of this webinar. Okay? All right. So I'm making you a promise. And I know you might have attended lots of webinars, different types of webinars here and there. But the promise I'm making you tonight is that this is not a generic health talk. So you're going to leave this webinar with actionable steps that can help you transform your health totally. Now, I'm going to share some reviews, some screenshots. These are real life results from people who I have shared these same strategies that I will be sharing with you tonight. People have implemented these strategies and they have shared their reviews with me. As you can see we have different images of glucometers. This can be you also, okay? Before please get your writing materials. If you don't have any with you, quickly get your pen and paper because you're going to take some jots. And if you have questions for me, please kindly hold on with your questions till after this webinar. Then you can ask your questions and I will attend to every question. So now, if you look at this slide here, here is an image of Papa and Mama Ngozi. You know, this is a couple, a diabetic couple. You can see their insulin, their line here on their table, and you can see how they look so unhappy. They look frustrated. You know, they are struggling so hard with diabetes, and sincerely, they don't even know what to do. They are confused. That they need help. Anyway, the story of my both beloved on my slide. This is my father and my story. With you. In November, pregnant, I had gestational diabetes in pregnancy, and I unfortunately lost the pregnancy at 9 months. And when this happened to me, you know, it was like a wake up call for me. I felt like since my parents, you know, were diabetic, obviously that's where I inherited the genes from. I had diabetes in pregnancy and I lost my very first fruits at 9 months. It was quite painful. And sincerely, this was my why, the reason why I chose to go and further study nutrition and dietetics and to learn further how to help my parents reverse diabetes and also help my loved ones prevent diabetes and also reverse diabetes. But unfortunately, before I became what I have finally become right now, I lost my both parents to complications of diabetes. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know, and which is one thing I want to share here, is that a lot of diabetic people are making, you know, one terrible mistake. And this mistake is that are only focusing on short-term blood sugar control. They believe in, you know, they feel like okay, when you have diabetes, all you just need to do is just take medications, avoid sugar, take insulin injections. They don't really understand that the cause of the diabetes they are having has a root cause, and that is what they should focus on. Now, the root cause of the diabetes that you are having is what we call insulin resistance. Don't really understand what insulin resistance is. You can look at this slide. Let me quickly explain, you know, how it happens and what insulin resistance is all about. So now you can see here, this guy here, he's having burger with chips. It's a very high carb diet. Now, when he consumes this food, everything will just convert straight into glucose, when it gets into the blood. And when glucose gets into the blood, it is the job of the pancreas to produce insulin. So insulin is a hormone that pushes glucose into the cell where they are supposed to be used up as energy. But when there's insulin resistance, you can see here, we have the human cells here. You can see that there's resistance around the cells, which is making it very difficult for glucose to go into the cells. So you have insulin production on the pancreas is not faulty. The pancreas is doing so well. But because there is insulin resistance, glucose cannot go into the cells. So when this happens, you have high insulin levels in the blood. You have high glucose level in the blood as well. This will lead to you being more hungry and having more cravings. And when you are hungry and you crave more, you can develop other health problems, and it will still lead you to go back to eating high carb food. So you see, it's like a circle. But the good part of it is that there's a solution, okay? There's a solution, there's a way to fix this. Now let's look at eat bad carbs, just like the previous slide that I showed. Your pancreas is making insulin. Your cells will resist this insulin. When this happens, excess sugar that has been stored in your body would convert to fat. Okay? So when this occurs, you keep feeling hungry and tired, which will lead you to going back to eat the unhealthy carb. Now, what are signs that you are actually stuck in this circle of insulin resistance? Are there times when you feel tired, even after eating? Do you experience blood sugar spike? Because I know a lot of people who, come to me and they tell me they avoid rice, they avoid this and that, but blood sugar. So this is actually very common. Do you constantly crave carbs and sweets? Do you struggle with belly fat? Do you keep increasing your medication and your condition is not even in any way improving? Now, the solution is this. The solution is not just all about you taking meds and more meds, increasing the dosage of your meds. The solution to this problem is you need to fix that insulin resistance, okay? So now, instead of just focusing on blood sugar, you need to, number one, you need to eat foods that improve insulin sensitivity. So you need to understand that there are certain types of food not even be so common, but they exist. There are food that the job of these foods is to help you improve insulin sensitivity. So which means that by the time you eat more of these foods, your body responds better to insulin. This is one way of helping you fix and reverse insulin resistance, okay? Another way is to make use of natural herbs and nutrients that support insulin function. So there are some herbs. The job of these herbs are to help you reverse insulin resistance. Now, you also need to follow a lifestyle. So it's not just all about eating healthy or eating the right kind of foods or even using the herbs. You need to also learn to follow a particular kind of lifestyle. This lifestyle will help your cells absorb sugar properly. So once you fix insulin resistance, blood sugar will naturally stabilize, and then diabetes becomes reversible. Let me quickly share some myth with you. Some people feel that when they just avoid sugar, they will be fine. But you need to understand that diabetes is not just all about sugar. It's about how your body processes all carbohydrates, including rice, bread, pasta, even some fruit. Like fruits are healthy. We have some fruits that are high in sugar, and the type of sugar found in fruits is called fructose. At the end of the day, when consumed, it converts to glucose. So you cannot say you're eating fruits, and when you know that these fruits are sugary fruits, you just feel like, I'm eating healthy. You forget that These fruits can actually spike your blood sugar if you eat them out of proportion. So now what's really happening in your body when your body breaks down carbs into sugar? What you need to do is simply avoid eating sweets, avoid eating carbs. When I talk about refined carbs, I'm talking about whole wheat. You need to also understand that wheat can spike your blood sugar, because I know that a lot of people, they feel that it's high in fiber, but contains gluten too. So that's even one of the reasons why I recommend wheat for diabetic patients. So now, don't forget that the real solution is we need to focus on insulin resistance and not just sugar intake. Then some people don't believe that diabetes can be reversed. Most people feel like once you're diabetic, for the rest of your life, you need to depend on medication. But that's truth. Like I said earlier, once you are able to fix the root cause of the diabetes you're having, which is insulin resistance, everything will become normal again. The third myth is most people feel like you need to eat 5 to 6 small meals in a day to control blood sugar. But you need to understand that when you eat too frequently, this can lead to weight gain. It can also worsen insulin resistance because you're going to always have elevated insulin levels, which will worsen your insulin resistance. So what you need to do is just eat balanced meal that will help you feel fuller for long and also allow digestion to, you know, occur easily. The fourth myth is fat is avocado, nuts, and coconut oil to regulate blood sugar and also help to improve insulin functions. So if you are on a low fat, high carb diet, and so the key is to reduce processed carbs, eat more healthy fats and protein to stabilize your blood sugar level naturally. It is diabetes is just genetic. There's nothing you can do. Most people feel like because you have a parent or both parents with diabetes, you must have it. Well, the truth is that even though you possess the genes, but if you learn to live a healthy lifestyle, you can actually prevent this from occurring. So you can actually take control and even reverse your diabetes naturally. So now the real solution is this. Let's stop treating symptoms and let's fix insulin resistance. Learn to eat the right foods, use the right herbs, and also change your lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. This will help you lower blood sugar, okay? And also stop relying on outdated advice. These are advice that you've probably gotten from other sources, you've tried and implemented, and you just realize that it's not working for you. Now, I want you to learn the exact how to step by step. I'm going to be sharing with you practical science-backed strategy that would help you lower blood sugar naturally and also help you reverse diabetes. Now, the first step you need to do if you want to reverse diabetes is you need to learn and master the art of eating right. And not just eating right, but eating the right foods. Okay, so best foods for blood sugar control. We have healthy fats like avocados, nuts, coconut oil. So if you want to plate your meal, for example, you want to have your maybe your lunch or your breakfast, you need to understand that your plate should comprise of healthy fats, protein, fiber, and low carbs. That's foods or meals that are low in carbohydrates. So try and also avoid processed carbs, like, for example, bread, pasta, white rice. They're actually very, very high in starch and in carbs. Avoid refined sugars like honey. I actually recommend stevia. Stevia is 0 calorie, 0 carb. It doesn't spike blood sugar. Also avoid vegetable oils like canola, soybean oil. These oils have been linked to causing and also increasing insulin resistance. Avoid artificial sweeteners as well, because they will spike your insulin levels. The step two is you need to fix your meal timing. So you need to stop eating all day. One of the biggest mistakes diabetics make is they eat too frequently. And when you eat too frequently, it will cause what we call elevated insulin levels, which has been linked to causing insulin resistance. So always have a balanced meal. You can try intermittent fast. Intermittent fast is very, very good if you want to lower blood sugar levels. Now, step three is learn to move your body, even if it's just a little. It's very important. Okay, so after your meal, instead of just going to lie down on your bed or sit down on your chair, try to move around after eating. Try to do strength training to help, build up muscles, because muscles absorb glucose. So when you have enough muscles, blood sugar control. This actress. So doing 10 to 15 minutes of movements daily can actually make a big difference. Then the step four is you need to improve on your sleep. Sleep is very important because a lot of people have this problem. They don't really sleep very well, or they sleep very late and wake up so early. These things have a way of causing an imbalance in your, and this is also one of the triggers that can cause insulin resistance for you. So it's good to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Practice deep breathing and relaxation techniques. Avoid late night eating, because when you eat very late at night, you're going to definitely experience a high sugar level in the morning. Then the step five is use natural herbs that lower blood sugar. So I'm going to be listing out some herbs that can help you naturally regulate insulin and lower blood sugar levels. So the first on the list is bitter melon. Bitter melon is known as bitter gourd or carella. It works like natural insulin. That's how bitter melon works. Another herb is cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good because cinnamon helps to improve insulin sensitivity. We also have fenugreek. Fenugreek helps to lower blood sugar and also cholesterol levels as well. We have turmeric, we have moringa, we have a whole lot of them. So you can actually use these herbs to make teas. You can add them to your smoothies. You can incorporate them into your meals. And don't forget that when you're using herbs, you need to understand that consistency is key. So you don't just use it once and you go and expect it to perform magic. Okay, so consistency is key. Then herb that also works very well is berberine. Berberine helps to lower blood sugar levels. So just think of berberine as a superhero that helps insulin work faster and stronger to lower your blood sugar. Another herb is Gymnema sylvester. It's also known as goma. Goma is a very, very, very powerful herb. Another name for goma is also known as sugar destroyer. So what goma does is it helps to reduce sugar absorption, helps to improve insulin resistance. So think of goma as that shield that blocks some sugar from getting into your body. and also helps your taste buds not to crave sugar. We have aloe vera. Aloe vera is very, very good. It helps to lower blood sugar in your body. It also does a lot of things in our health. So think of aloe vera as a slow coach that tells your body to take its time with sugar so it doesn't build up too quickly. Another herb we have is Indian kino. Indian kino is a tree. It looks like a wood when you see it, but it works very well, and it also helps to make your insulin stronger so that your body can be able to process sugar better. So just think of Indian kino as a coach that trains insulin to work better and faster at moving sugar out of your blood. Another herb we have is amla. Amla is like a fruit. Amla is very powerful because amla helps your body to produce more insulin. And it also protects your body from damage that is caused by too much sugar. So think of amla as that shield, that makes insulin and help protect your body from too much sugar. So now, what I need you to understand is that some of these herbs that I've mentioned here, we actually use these herbs to curate most of our products, like our teas, our food packs. And here is a review from someone who, got a product from us. The product is actually used to make your swallow, and you can eat it with any soup of your choice. So this meal is called the Addys yellow poundo. So this client is saying that when he had this yellow poundo, that it drastically dropped his blood sugar to 78 mg per dl. So this is also another screenshot of a glucometer from another client, whose glucometer here reads 98. So if you're wondering what this yellow poundo looks like, this is actually what it looks like. It looks like yellow gari when you mix it, but this product is very, very, very powerful. It's powerful in the sense that when you eat this meal, in fact, this is the only meal that I know of that works like insulin, because when you eat this, you check your blood sugar after meal. It brings down blood sugar after food. Unlike normal food that you have, that after eating your sugar level will go up. But this product brings down blood sugar after eating. So here is a review from one of our clients who reversed diabetes using these strategies that I just shared with you. And she told me that her mom is also maintaining a stable blood sugar because her mom is using part of the contents in her package, which she got from us. Then these are reviews from other people. You can see here, this client started with 175. It came down to 155, 115 to 87. And then we have a whole lot of reviews to share with you. Here you can see someone is saying that my FBS is 4.2 without medications. These things are very possible once you're implementing the usage and the strategies properly. You would get good results, just like my many clients have been getting here. You can see we have a lot of reviews. If I start sharing everything now, we might even sleep here and not even leave at the end of the day. All right, so now that you know what actually works, are you ready to take action? I'm introducing a solution to you, and I call this solution the Addys Diabetes Reversal Mini Wellness Kit. Now, this kit contains food. It contains foods that helps to reverse insulin resistance. It contains herbs. Some of these herbs are herbs that I've mentioned already in my previous slides. This pack contains herbs, and it also contains teas as well. These teas are made with natural herbs that can help you reverse diabetes and lower insulin resistance. Part of the content in this kit is also this yellow poundo. So you have this product in this kit. Now, let me quickly share with you a sample meal plan. This is a meal plan that you can use and it will help you get lower blood sugar levels. So you can have chia seed pudding with unsweetened almond with berries and flaxseed as breakfast. For lunch, you can decide to go for cooked rice. You can do 150 gram of cooked rice. Don't measure raw rice. You're going to measure the rice when it is cooked, and you always make sure that you pair it with the fiber, which can be in form of your green salad. It can be in form of any vegetable at all. You can add some, side dish of avocado with grilled chicken as protein, and you can use olive oil or coconut oil in making the meal. Then you can snack on a handful of almond nuts. You can take it with a cup of green tea with cinnamon. Then for dinner, I always love to recommend this yellow poundo because it's a diabetes lowering food, and this food actually helps to lower blood sugar. So it's perfectly safe for you to have this meal at night, because when you have this meal at night, you are certainly sure of waking up in the morning with a normal fasting blood sugar level. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So now, can I do this on my own? Well, I get that you've probably tried different diets, remedies, and advices before. Maybe you've even seen some results, but nothing truly worked long term. Well, here's the truth. Yes, you can make changes on your own, but having expert guidance makes the process faster, easier, and more effective. So, no more guesswork, because I will show you exactly what works and what doesn't work. Okay, I'm also going to help you with a personalized approach, not just generic advice, but real practical steps for your situation. I'm also going to provide you with accountability and support. So you won't be doing this alone. I will be guiding you every step of the way. This is your chance to finally take control of your blood sugar the right way. All right, so I want to quickly show you reviews from another client of mine who reversed HbA1c. One thing I always love to tell people is that if you are actually, diabetic, for me, since diabetes is reversible, you should be looking at reversing diabetes and not managing diabetes. And when you want to reverse diabetes, you should be focusing more on reversing your HbA1c. I don't know if you've ever heard about HbA1c, or if you have ever done the HbA1c test. Please, can you just say yes in the comment section? Let me be sure. If you have done the HbA1c test before, please let me hear you say, let me see you comment yes in the comment section. All right, I can see some people are already commenting. So if you have done the HbA1c test before, I'm very sure you would have seen something like they'll give you your result, they'll tell you your result is this, then they'll give you a reference range. It's to you that you will use in knowing where you belong. Are you diabetic? Are you pre-diabetic? Or are you not diabetic at all? So here, this client sent me her results, and here she chatted and said that my HbA1c was 20% when I joined your program, and then it dropped to 15% and then to 8.6, and now without medication for 3 months, but eating right from Addys Diabetes Health Store, it's now 5.9%. So I want to tell you diabetes. Now here's another one. I was explaining before that when you do the HbA1c, they will definitely give you a range that you need to look at. So you can see from this particular laboratory, The reference range here is showing that for non-diabetic patients, HbA1c should be less than 5.7. If it is well controlled, it should be between 5.7 to 6.4. Then if the patient is diabetic, it should be greater than 6.5. But here, look at my client's HbA1c came back as 5.5, which automatically makes this patient non-diabetic after using those strategies that I've just shared with you. Here is another HbA1c from another client. HbA1c last month, and it was 4. Some. This is another client's HbA1c as well, came down from 15.5 to 8.6. You know, we have a lot to show. This is another one. HbA1c is 5.8, but the reference range here is showing 4.1 to 6.5. Her HbA1c is 5.8. This is another patient. HbA1c is 5.9. Normal range is supposed to be between 4.0 to 6.5, but her own is showing 5.9, which shows that it's within the normal range. Now, this particular one is this result came in yesterday. So I had to just add it to my slide. This client joined our program with HbA1c of 8.9. And you can see the reference range here is showing 4.5 to 8.0, whereas her own is 8.9, which is above the normal range for this particular laboratory. Now, 3 months later, she came back again after using our kits. She has HbA1c of 4.1. You can imagine the drastic drop. Now, I'll be talking about the Addys Diabetes Reversal Mini Wellness Kit. This pack contains psyllium, goma. It contains the Diabetes Detox Flush Tea, which is made up of these herbs that I talked about earlier. It contains chia seed, it contains the yellow poundo, and it contains the Icarian Brill tea, which is a nighttime anti-diabetes tea. And these teas contains these herbs that I also. Price for this kit is actually 200,000 to get this kit. Well, I have the actual price for this kit is actually 150,000, and it comes with free bonus. So, which means that if you pay 150,000 naira for this kit, you're going to be getting free enrollment into the Addys 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge, which means that I'm going to assign a nutritionist accountability partner for 30 days for free while you lower your blood sugar. And that's not all. For the first 10 people, I have a special discount for them. Instead of paying 150,000, you can get this kit for 104,999 naira. Aside from paying this amount, you're going to also get the free bonus I explained earlier. You're also going to get free delivery of these kits delivered to you. If you are within Lagos, you're getting delivery for free. So the people who will pay 104,999 naira will get a free one-on-one consultation with me. Consultation with Addys is 500,000 naira. You'll be getting that for free. That's not all. You'll also be getting a customized meal plan. This meal plan is worth 100,000 naira. You'll be getting enrollment into the Addys 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge, worth 150,000 naira for free. So you can see that you're virtually getting something worth over 700,000 naira for just 104,999 naira for the first 10 people to get. So after the first 10 people, the price will go back to 150,000. Even though you're going to pay 150,000, it's still discounted, because don't forget that price is actually 200,000. So even if you pay 150,000, it's still discounted in a way. But the first 10 people to pay tonight will get this kit at the rate of 104,999 naira. So you're getting, if after the first 10 people, you're going to have to pay 150,000. You're still going to get the free bonuses that I talked about earlier. So the price goes back to normal. Please kindly make payments into our business bank, and after payment, kindly send your receipts with your name, phone number, WhatsApp number, and your location to my personal WhatsApp. Let me quickly get this, and let me share this link. Okay, so you can check the caption below. You will see this link is actually clickable. So once you click on it, it will bring you straight up into my WhatsApp my link, so you can share your payment details with me. So thank you very much. If you have questions, please ask so that I can quickly take your questions right now before we call it a night. All right, so someone said most of these mentioned herbs, an average person might not be able to know them. Please, you can ask, well, give us the popular name they are known. Well, the thing is, these herbs are actually Ayurvedic herbs. So they are not local herbs. So that's the reason why I don't know. I don't even know if they have any local name, because they are not your regular herb that you can go to the local agbo center and find them. They are actually Ayurvedic. So you can actually Google about these herbs. Okay, someone is asking that what is HbA1c? Okay, HbA1c is a test that checks the percentage of glucose molecule that is attached to your hemoglobin. So if your blood sugar has been very high and unstable for a period of over 3 months, your HbA1c will definitely be high. But by the time you start implementing these strategies, you start using the content in these kits, and by the time we start managing you, because seriously, we can give you the product and say, yeah, take, go and use it. But if there's no accountability, that is, there's nobody following up with you to say, how are you doing? Hope you've used product today. Have you eaten today? What did you eat? What are you having? There should be somebody in charge of you, and that is what one of the things we're providing for free once you get this kit. So automatically, this would help you, because when you know you are accountable to somebody, it will help you, to be compliant with the dietary lifestyle and everything that you're supposed to do right, to help you maintain stable blood sugar and also help you lower your blood sugar. Because if you have a stable, blood sugar on a daily basis, automatically you would reverse insulin resistance. Once you have reversed insulin resistance, your HbA1c will show. So for example, even if your HbA1c is currently, let's say, okay, we had somebody who had HbA1c of 13.5%. After 3 months, it came down to 8.6%. After another 3 months, it came down to 4.5%. How it works. Once you are compliant with your diet and you're doing everything right, it will come down. So that is what the HbA1c is all about. So someone said, can you help us send all this info to our group? Okay. Definitely you will get a replay. I'll send the link to the replay of this webinar, so that if you didn't watch it from the beginning, you can start afresh and watch it again. Then someone said, please, why don't you write out your WhatsApp number just as you write? Oh, okay. I wrote the WhatsApp number on the screen, but let me put the link here in the comment section. So you can just click on it and chat me directly. 0685316 238. So Here's the link to my WhatsApp is in the comment section. You can click on it to chat with me directly. Okay, so someone said, how risky is diabetic women? It's very risky. If just like I told you from my own story, I had intrauterine fetal deaths. I lost a 9-month-old pregnancy because of gestational diabetes. So it's very dangerous, and that's even a reason why I would advise men who have diabetes not to even attempt getting pregnant until you have been able to lower your blood sugar, maintain a stable blood sugar, and potentially reverse the diabetes. So if you have such case, then this kit is actually your best bet. Someone said, please, phone number needed. My phone number is on the screen, but let me still put it again in the comment section. Please don't start calling me now. I'm on live. I won't be able to pick your calls. Okay, so is oat swallow okay? Well, the problem I have with oat swallow is that when you mill it to powder, it's not the glycemic index has increased. The fiber content has reduced. So when you eat oatmeal swallow, it will still spike your blood sugar. The only thing is just that it does not contain gluten, but it will spike your sugar. So it's not, if you want to eat it, you can eat it during the daytime, maybe as lunch, but it shouldn't be for dinner. Someone said, how many of these kits are we buying to see results? You're just buying one kit, just one kit. And then once you get the kit, we are onboarding you immediately and we're enrolling you into the Addys 30 days lower blood sugar challenge. So it's a challenge that who will monitor you, who will be your accountability partner monitoring you. It's a paid service, but we're giving this to you. Got this kit and simply because you attended this webinar. All right, so someone said, can I eat rice and beans? Can eat rice and beans, but there's a way to eat it in a way that you will not experience blood sugar spike. But this webinar is not for that purpose. This one is a different class of its own class and a course even. Okay, so someone said, sorry, I joined late. We need replay. Yes, definitely you get the replay. The link to the replay will be posted in the group. Oh, how do I remove this picture now? I don't know how to remove this picture. I don't know how to remove. I don't know why it's covering my face. Okay, so you can make payments into this account, Addys Foods Access Bank. Don't forget that the first 10 people to make payments are getting kits for 104,999 naira. They are also getting free bonuses. They are getting free delivery within Lagos if you make payments now. After this first 10, the price of those kits goes back to 150,000 naira, which I explained that even at 150,000, it is still, it's still at a discount. So someone said, does egusi really spike blood sugar? No, egusi does not spike blood sugar. Is 9.5 ml per liter okay for RBS? It is within the normal reference range according to World Health Organization, sir. All right, so thank you so much for joining this live tonight. It was an awesome moment with you all. So don't forget, after payment, please send me, DM me with a screenshot of your receipt. Can it make one to lose hair? Definitely. In fact, what diabetes cannot cause does not exist. So for me, if you're experiencing complications or side effects of diabetes, you should be more focused on lowering your numbers and reversing the diabetes than even this secondary complications. The most important thing is to focus on the primary effect. So thank you so much. It's so awesome to have you all here tonight. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for having me. Good night.